Are you ready for next time? It's next time now. All right. So we don't really have anything going on that's all that good. The enemy ships are kind of afraid to attack us because we're not really strong, but we're definitely big. And we're not really fast, but we definitely have a lot of guns. So we are kind of scary to them, but not by a whole lot. As you can see over here, I have a Prometheus and a couple of Atlases, but we don't have the crew for them. We do have a lot of little ships that can help out, but they're junkers that we just got from a very failed attack against us, and we don't have the crew to basically keep all these things maintained. We need 1,590 people to have a skeleton crew. We can only carry 1,100, and we don't even have that. So we're going to have to go over to the academy and pick up some jobs, get some money, and try to get like a civilian cruise ship so we can have at least enough people to, you know, use the boats that we have right now. All right, let's go see what they got. Request a meeting. Play it cool. We can become very profitable. What do you need done? Go talk to what's his face, this guy. Nice to meet you. Inquire about jobs. Kidnapped, cannibals, pirates. Yeah, this is normally a mission that you all probably know if you've played this game before. You basically get paid up front, and then you go pay off the people to let the person go. You can sometimes threaten the people into making it a little bit, you know, cheaper, or you can use a story point, so it will probably be free. What else can we do? This ain't that far away. I could probably do this. It does not have a time limit. We'll accept. And the instrument package recovery requires us to fly really far away. We don't have the fuel for this. See, 901 fuel just to get out there. So we'll need 802 fuel, provided we don't have anything in the way blocking us. We just 1,802 fuel. We don't have that. And we're not likely to find that. And we don't really have the money, so we're just not going to pick that up. All right, now we're going to head over, and I believe there's independent people. Yeah, independent people right here. We're going to go ahead and head on over to this stack of destroyed stuff. These guys pirates. Yeah, but we're too weak to really fight anybody. So we're going to head over here, grab this pack of junk, salvage it, see if we get anything good, then head over to the independents, take our money that we just got, and see if we can buy anything good. Now, some people will be like, but that money's for the quest. Yeah, no, I don't care. You see these 2 story points we have? We can go do this quest for free and basically get double the payout. All right. I don't know if I already salvaged this, but it looks like we can't salvage anything here. So we're going to head over here to the independents. Hopefully they have something for us, and we can buy a single ship and, you know, a whole bunch of crew members, because currently we're not good. This is not good for us. Okay, they don't have anything for us. And in fact, they got nobody. That's completely my fault. Looks like they may have been recently attacked. We're going to go ahead and go over to this hegemony planet. It's not looking good, folks. We're burning through our supplies rapidly. It's almost entirely because of the 3 giant capital ships we got. We don't have the crew to, you know, really capitalize on the fact that we have capital ships, and our combat rating's not getting very high because, well, to be honest, we don't have the crew for anything. So, realistically, we're kind of dead in the water. We can go do some quests, or we could watch these ships kill each other, but as the days go by, we're still burning through supplies, and supplies are not cheap. So we're going to fly over here really quick. Hopefully Hegemony leaves us alone, because they're going to try really hard to get our reputation down with them, not up. Let's see what we can get. Heavy armor. I would like that. I'll trade you for what little armor I have, and you can take the harpoon missiles. So I basically end up with very little here, but that's okay. What ships do they have? Okay, see right here, the Nebula civilian transport. This can pick up 400 people, and we can already field almost that many, almost as many as we need. We can field 1,100. We need 1,500. So this right here gets us really, really, really close, but costs a lot of credits. But that's okay. We can deal with that. There are some other ships, but they're just not worth the money. Let's see if there's anything in here. Well, we don't really need the freight. some combat ships, but nothing all that great. Yeah. Well, it kind of sucks. We don't really need the fuel. We have plenty of room for fuel that we just don't have any of. So, yeah. Well, I guess now we could go buy a whole bunch of people. Well, we really don't need that many. There we go. And with the last of our money, we can buy all the supplies they have. Good. We just went from nothing to something really quick. We still got a little bit of money left over. We can save that for the time being. Let's see if they have anybody that we can hire. We're going to hit that repair button, spend a whole bunch of supplies, and see... Oh, there is no one here. That's okay. Any quests? They want us to go to a pirate colony and extract an agent with 250 Marines. We don't have Marines, and we're not buying any. We don't even have anything for that, really. That usually has you attacking a planet. That's not a very good idea early on. Move 46 units of recreational drugs. We're going to Persian League space. I don't want to get them on me, so we're not going to do that one either. Normally that pays pretty well, but in this case, we ain't doing it. And this has us fly all the way out to the middle of nowhere for 75,000 credits. And I think this is one of those where we got to just make a drop with nobody looking at us, but it's too far. This is going to cost a lot of fuel. Yeah, it's going to end up being well over 1,000 fuel. So we're not going to do that one either. All right. Oh, re-click on this. We need to refit our little ships. Check out the big ships, see if they got any twin machine guns. Does it look like it? Got any heavy twin machine guns? Nope. Any PDs? Also no. So we are looking at a lot of really crappy ships that we could slap some decent stuff into. I kind of wish we had efficiency. We really don't need any of this. You don't even have shields, so you don't need that at all. We can, however, override safeties if we want to get stupid with this and give them a really high top speed. Which, you know, we're going to do it. And get reinforced bulkheads. Now, it does need a couple of guns. We don't really have a whole lot to give it. Maybe some machine guns. The Stumper ain't all that great. How many of these do we got? 1 Cerberus, 2 Cerberus, 3 Cerberus, 4 Cerberus. We got plenty of Cerberus. Not a lot to put on them. And this one really messed up Hound. This guy doesn't have anything on him. I don't think there's anything we can give him to make our fleet any better. Maybe more berthing so we can have more people in this. But it is going to make us some maintenance cost more. And militarized subsystems. You know, just going to fly faster. Well, burn faster. Alright, so again, we don't need any of that. We don't need any of that. We're going to go ahead and get rid of all the capacitors and all the vents, which is bad for this ship, but we're putting them back to square one to see what we can do with them. Which honestly, looking at them, there ain't really a whole lot we can do with these. Normally these kinds of ships I use as what I usually call zombie ships. You just kind of pick them up and throw them at the enemy. You'll lose crew, but it's better than losing a lot of other good stuff that's expensive. And sadly, there's not a lot of expensive stuff that we can give these. We could get everybody heavy maulers. And then one guy gets a hypervelocity gun or a mining blaster. I'm not a big fan of thumpers because you'll notice right here, 25% damage versus shields and armor. So once you get another weapon, that is good when you got the shields and armor shredded, but we want these guys to fly in first, not last. And if you notice, the Mauler is really good against armor, but not so good against shields. But the hypervelocity driver is much better against shields, but it's also kind of expensive. It does have good range, though. Actually, let me double check. How much money do we have? 16,000 bucks? Yeah, we could buy a couple of these. Yeah, so he's going to get the hypervelocity driver. And then we'll give the other guys the Maulers. There we go. He also has a light assault gun, which is kind of shorter range. But, you know, it's cool. He has what he has. And then we'll go ahead and give him safety overrides and reinforced bulkheads. It makes it harder to kill these guys. They don't have a lot of armor. They do have quite a bit of hull. Maybe we could throw some machine guns in here. Safety, reinforced, and then maybe auxiliary for you. I really don't have a whole lot left. Or armored weapon mounts for some more armor. Won't be able to turn his guns as quick, but it really doesn't matter when you're flying around fast. Grab some machine guns, and then safety overrides, and then auxiliary. And then what little points you have left, we'll put into capacitors. Same with you. This guy's 1 point, we'll put it in a capacitor. This guy has a lot of little points, but he doesn't have a lot of little guns to put into stuff. So, probably going to end up having to put autocannons into this, which I guess will kind of work out well because he's already anti-shield in other places. Sadly, he's just not... They're not good. Some more capacitor. This guy doesn't have a big gun. We could give him a thumper, or we could give him a heavy mortar. The heavy mortar is kind of a slow shot. A mining blaster is better, but if I remember right, this thing is limited by ammo. Yeah, 4 shots. After 4 shots, he would just be useless. So we're going to throw a thumper on him, which ain't all that great to begin with. And then we're going to give him safety overrides, and then we're going to give him reinforced bulkheads to give him a higher hull. Reinforced bulkheads give you 40% versus blast doors, which is like 20%. Blast doors make you lose less crew members, but they're all getting slaughtered either way, right? And reinforced bulkheads makes it where you're more likely to be able to get these ships back. Like, they're basically just getting massacred no matter how you slice this. I can't really make any of these guys all that better. There's no real big guns in here that I kind of want to slap into these places. They do have better, bigger missile launchers, but I don't really have the money for a lot of them. A Hurricane Merv would be kind of good instead of the Squall, but we don't have the money for it. I do, however, have this heavy armor. And we can refit this guy to have heavy armor. We'll have to get rid of something, though. Probably reinforced bulkheads. And heavy armor is usually like 40. Yep. So we're going to have to get something else out of here, too. Maybe armored weapon mounts, which gives us like 10% more armor. Yeah. But it increases the durability of weapons by 100%. So, also probably not very good. We'll get rid of auxiliary thrusters. I've never found that to be super useful on this ship. It's incredibly slow. It doesn't turn very well. We can... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and plug in a militarized subsystems. That'll give us some points, so we can go ahead and get these auxiliary thrusters back if we want to, but we probably won't. Since this thing's really, really, really fast already, the unstable injectors aren't that good because they're going to reduce our fighters and our weapon range. So we're not going to go with that. The reinforced bulkheads would be really good because it increases our hull integrity. So in this case, I'm going to go for that. It's not to say that it's the best build ever, but it is to say that it is going to help us. I kind of want shield shunts so we don't have to worry about these shields. It's not a very good shield. It's actually very bad if you ask me, but everybody has their own opinion. I would like to get rid of this autocannon and put the Hellbore where it goes and stick a Paladin point defense system here, but they don't have one. So we're basically just using whatever we can find at this point. And again, I'm not a fan of all these Vulcans, but we're just going to have to keep using them. Probably could have swapped out for a broadsword, but since we're really low on money, we'll just keep the Perdition Bombers that we currently have, because I don't even have any weapons to replace on this for the point system anyhow. So yep. Hit repair again. Gonna eat up some more of our supplies. We still got some pennies left. We'll grab what we can. Really don't see anything else that's worth buying. We have enough fuel. I'm going to buy some more people. We'll give them this thumper. It ain't enough. Kind of don't want to sell all the guns that we have, but they ain't worth a whole lot. So we need... Whoop, not that. We need to get this crew up and over. So I'm just going to have to sell that. Maybe we'll be able to find some more on the way, but I really need supplies and I really need the crew. Our skeleton crew says 1370, but that's going to go up. So, yeah. Probably could have sold the fuel instead, but heavy machinery is not all that great. You usually find a whole lot. And if you don't, well, it's not exactly expensive. Alright. Now, we need to go save a researcher at Thule, which is going to cost us 314 fuel. So that's like 618 total. And then maybe go over here and go to Perseus. What was it again? Buy parts of an experimental bulk phase converter. Yeah, we can hit this place and then hit that place. We'll do fine. Maybe get away from the star. And sustain burn to just cut down some time. I would like to get there before this episode ends. Hegemony likes me slightly more. Not like that's going to help us in the long term, but, you know, the more time we can get where they're not suddenly aggressive and hate me, the better we're going to be going. That is a ship. Consider recovery. Yeah, sure. So it's a close support frigate. It's not going to help me in the long run. It's kind of badly damaged. Storage is bad. Hull's bad. Ill-advised modifications. We'll take it because we don't have a lot of ships. I'll probably regret that sooner or later, but we'll find out. Oh man, these fleets are getting big already. I don't even know what the base game's max size is. Is it 30 or 25? Either way, these guys can now have fleets of up to 40 ships if they really felt the need. So, if I really made them mad, they would be able to send quite a hefty fleet up against me. Pretty quickly, too. And it would hurt. Quite a bit. Using a lot of fuel to get out here. Trying to slow down. I usually use going dark to slow down quickly instead of, you know, pressing these buttons to try to get a safer amount of speed going, and then I just turn my transponder on when I want to catch back up the speed. Usually I don't do sustained burn when I'm out here for two reasons. One, if somebody starts chasing you, you might be able to get away, but you're not going to have a fun time doing it. And two, if you want to chase somebody, you ain't catching them. What happened? There it goes. Alright. Now we're going to go over here and convince these guys to give us our researcher. Free. And if that don't work, I'll threaten them. I got a fleet. I can be scary. And they're pirates, so it's not really a big deal if they don't like me. Oh no. Looks like they're already in a battle against the Persians. Yo, bro. Can't send a military raid, and I can't accept the deal. So, I can't threaten them either. We're going to go ahead and just negotiate with the last point. That's fine. Much smaller payment. I can deal with that. Because I can actually afford that payment. Now we're going to back up and get a heck away from these people. Ooh, pirates. Ooh, what is ours? Oh, we could fight these guys, actually. That'd be a pretty beautiful way to end this. Starting a fight. Come on. Come on. They're usually not that good at juking. Usually the juking is what gets them caught. Oh, there we go. All right. Next episode's going to start with a bang. Like and subscribe.